one of the most dramatic developments in China's military crackdown in recent years, two former Chinese defense ministers have been sentenced to death with a 2-year reprieve on corruption charges. The men at the center of the case are Fenghe and Shangfu, both once among the most powerful figures in China's military establishment, and both personally linked to President Xi Jinping's massive military overhaul. The sentencing marks another major chapter in Xi's sweeping anti-corruption campaign that has shaken the People's Liberation Army for years. So who are Fenghe and Shangfu? What exactly were they accused of? And what does a death sentence with reprieve actually mean in China? Hello and welcome to The Print. I am Samah Qundeel and here's what happened. According to China's state-run Xinhua news agency, a military court sentenced former defense ministers Fenghe and Shangfu to death with a 2-year reprieve over graft-related offences. Wei was convicted of accepting bribes, while Li was found guilty of both accepting and offering bribes. Chinese authorities have not publicly revealed the full scale of the alleged corruption, but state media described the offences as extremely serious and highly damaging to the military and the Communist Party. All of their personal assets have also reportedly been confiscated. But what does death with reprieve mean? Now, this does not usually mean immediate execution. In China, a death sentence with a 2-year reprieve is commonly commuted to life imprisonment if the individual commits no further crimes during that period. However, in this case, Chinese authorities say both men will spend the rest of their lives in prison without the possibility of parole or sentence reduction. Analysts say this is among the harshest punishments handed down to senior military officials in recent Chinese history. Now, another relevant question here would be, who are Fenghe and Shangfu? Fenghe served as China's defense minister from 2018 to 2023. He was later succeeded by Shangfu in March 2023. But Li's tenure lasted only a few months before he suddenly disappeared from public view, triggering widespread speculation. By October 2023, he had officially been removed from the office. Both men were also former members of China's powerful Central Military Commission, the top military body headed by President Xi Jinping himself. Importantly, both Fei and Li also led the People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, the elite military branch that oversees China's missile systems and nuclear arsenal. The Rocket Force was created in 2015 as part of Xi Jinping's ambitious military modernization campaign. According to the investigations cited by Chinese state media, Shangfu accepted huge sums of money and valuables in exchange for political and personal favors. Authorities also accused him of seeking improper benefits for himself and others. Meanwhile, investigators found that Fenghe had accepted massive bribes and helped individuals gain promotions and appointments through improper channels. Chinese disciplinary agencies described the actions of both men as deeply damaging to military discipline, national defense, and the image of senior leadership. Both officials were expelled from the Communist Party in 2024 before their sentencing. The sentencing is a part of a much broader anti-corruption purge within China's military under President Xi Jinping. Since coming to power in 2012, Xi has launched an enormous anti-corruption campaign that has punished more than 1 million officials across the political and military system. But in recent years, the crackdown has intensified sharply within the People's Liberation Army. Several top generals and senior military officials have been removed, investigated, or expelled over alleged corruption and disciplinary violations. Last year, the purge expanded deeper into the Rocket Force and even affected some of Xi's own close military allies. Chinese military publications are now calling on party members and military officers to treat the cases of Wei and Li as cautionary examples. The PLA Daily warned military officials against showing what it describes as divided loyalties toward the Communist Party. For observers around the world, the case raises larger questions about the state of China's military leadership. Analysts say repeated purges at the highest level could weaken military command structures and affect operational readiness within the rapidly modernizing Chinese armed forces. Others argue the crackdown reflects Xi Jinping's effort to tighten personal control over the military and eliminate corruption that would undermine loyalty within the ranks. Either way, the sentencing of two former defense ministers is an extraordinary development, especially in a system where such high-ranking figures rarely face public punishment on this scale. From leading China's military establishment to receiving life sentences without parole, the fall of Fenghe and Shangfu marks one of the most significant military corruption scandals in modern Chinese politics, and President Xi Jinping continues reshaping the military through sweeping purges and anti-corruption drives. The message from Beijing appears clear. Thank you for watching. For more such content, keep following The Print.